Hello, my name is Patty Weissam. I am an Operational and Development Manager for Careers Wales. My job includes making sure that employers and employees that are facing redundancy have got the information that they need in order to move from this difficult situation. This film has been jointly produced between Careers Wales and Job Centre Plus to provide you with the information that you need during this difficult time. For the next 15 minutes or so, I would like to cover two main aspects with you. Firstly, the support that you can get from Careers Wales, and secondly, the React package of support, which is available to anyone that is going through a redundancy situation. Okay, so let's start with the services that you can expect from Careers Wales. Careers Wales is wholly owned by the Welsh Government, and we're here to help anyone that is going through a transition. So let's stop a little bit and think about transition. What does it mean to you? If we define transition as something that interrupts your routine, you can imagine that this can be either as a result of the coronavirus and equally important as a result of the redundancy situation that you're facing. Careers Wales can help you in many ways through these difficult times, but I would like to focus on two main aspects for today. Firstly, the practical support that we will all need going through these difficult times. CV preparation is one of them. Our team of careers advisors will support you in the production of a CV. Equally, interviewing techniques. When was the last time that you attended an interview? You may need a refresher. Careers Wales can support you with that as well. We will also look at recruitment trends, how things have changed in the recruitment world. We will give you some information with regards to local labour market information or regional market information or even national labour market information. Those are the type of practical support that we can help you. Going beyond that, and more importantly during these difficult times, professionally trained advisors will help you through your decision making, the information that is around you, the opportunities around you. We will never tell you what to do, but we will certainly make sure that you have got the skills to move on and to secure alternative employment or to continue to plan your career. Welsh Government recognises that these are very difficult times. In order to support you, they have asked Careers Wales to deliver the React package of support. The reason why they've done this is because Careers Wales is totally impartial. What does this mean? This means that we put you at the centre of our work. We will not favour a training provider or an employer or anything else. We will favour you. So who is eligible for the React package of support? Well, you need to be under current notice of redundancy, unemployed in the last 3 months, resident of Wales, and not undertaking any public training since being made redundant. The React package of support is made up of 3 very important elements, all of which you can access, but you must observe the criteria and the process that you need to follow. So firstly, we'll talk about the vocational training. This is a grant, which means that you do not have to pay it back. This is a grant for £1,500 to get you closer to the job market. It can be that you just need to update an existing skill, or it may be that you want to acquire a new skill. But that new skill must be deemed to be needed in order to get closer to the job market. In addition to these £1,500, you can also access £200 to take away any potential barrier that you may encounter to access the training. For example, if you need to travel to Cardiff to access the training, this money can be used to reimburse your travel expenses. It can also be used to cover accommodation or even childcare responsibilities, all of which you will need to discuss with a Careers Wales advisor. The other very important element of React is what is called the employer recruitment subsidy. This is £3,000 that can be offered for an employer to take you on. Now, this is your responsibility to make the employer aware, because they may not know that you are unemployed as a result of redundancy. And remember, it is not you that is redundant, it is the job that is redundant. So if you inform the employer that as a result of redundancy, they can claim £3,000, they may look at your application in a more positive manner. There is also 50% towards the cost of training up to a maximum of £1,000. This is in addition to the vocational training, and this is exclusively for the employer to train you in a new skill that you may need in this new post.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Field. I'm a Senior Employer and Partnership Manager for Job Centre Plus. I'm here today to talk to you about the support that you can expect from Job Centre Plus or Department for Work and Pensions in the event of you becoming redundant. Now, as an organisation, we do understand that redundancy can be very traumatic for individuals and their respective families. And we're also sensitive at this point in time to the challenges that coronavirus are presenting for us all as a community and a country. So our overall aim as an organisation is to deal with everybody as an individual, but with care and compassion. So some of the things you can expect as an individual initially will be around help that we can provide finding a new job, some financial advice, advice around benefits, etc. Our top priority is going to be around paying people in full and on time when they need it and when they make a new claim to benefit, should they need to. I want to give some assurance that our aim as an organisation is to keep every job centre open to support people who need face-to-face support, in particular our vulnerable customers. So the aim of today is to give you an overview of the support that's available should you become redundant at this point in time. I will give a bit of a health warning. Today is Monday the 23rd of March. We already know that the world feels a very different place to what it was just a week ago. So everything I'm about to tell you is fluid and could very well change in the coming days and weeks. So please bear with us as an organisation. Our overall aim will still be very much to support our vulnerable people to get the payments and the support that they need in time. As I say, with care and compassion. I'm going to talk to you to give you a bit of an overview of the support you can expect if you're looking for work, the benefits that you may be able to claim, and also signpost you through to some advice and help on pensions if you need it. The service we aim to deliver is very much aimed at complementing the support that Careers Wales are hoping to support, as you've just heard from my colleague Patty. A first top tip I will give you, if you have just heard that you've been made redundant or are likely to be facing a redundancy situation, or indeed, since the 1st of March have been made redundant, please go back and speak to your employer to see whether or not you're covered by the job retention scheme. Just last Friday, Boris Johnson announced this new scheme, which will effectively pay 80% of employees' wages if the company is closed down on a temporary basis. You could theoretically be termed a furlough worker, and if you are, you could theoretically be entitled to 80% of your pay, up to a monthly limit of £2,500. So please take that step first. So I talked about redundancy and your employment rights. Behind me are some useful online resources that I'd really like to share with you. If you get a chance, please make a note of them. They are live links. But the top four really are the key ones from my perspective. The top one around your redundancy rights, what you can expect from your employer during this uncertain time. The second one is a link on gov.uk around what support is available to you as an individual, and also the support that is in place for businesses and employers during the Covid19 and the coronavirus crisis. The third link there is around universal credit, one of the key welfare reforms and one of the key safety nets that you can expect during these uncertain times, and how that will flex with the coronavirus crisis that we're going through at the moment. And last but certainly not least, there's a reference there to a fact sheet. Now that fact sheet summarises and traces everything I'm talking to you about now. You can use that. It will be available after this presentation to you as a link on the website, and is available through gov.uk. So what support can you expect from Job Centre Plus at this time? Well, first and foremost, we are aiming to keep our job centres open for as long as reasonably possible. Let's not forget that our staff and our colleagues are also not immune from coronavirus, but wherever possible, we are endeavouring to keep every job centre open across Wales to deliver support for you. So, with that in mind, we will have work coaches on site who can theoretically deliver a tailored support to suit you as an individual. So Patty has already talked to you around things like CV completion, vacancies that are available, interview skills, training and support that's available. Let's not forget our work coaches in the job centre can do this for you as well. But I do want to stress, we as an organisation do not want to put you under pressure or to force you across our thresholds at this difficult time. So all mandatory face-to-face appointments are being suspended for a period of 3 months. Now please don't interpret that as Job Centre Plus washing its hands of the populace. That is absolutely not our intention. What that means is we will still be open to support those vulnerable customers who still need that face-to-face support. But, and this is a really key point, all our support and provision is equally available online and through a telephony channel, and we would encourage individuals to take responsibility where they can self-serve and use those channels. We would absolutely endorse that use as the first point of contact. But just to reiterate, we are there if you are vulnerable and need that face-to-face support. So, I've talked about the support you can get for looking for work. There is a great resource available, again online, something called Find a Job. This is the government's own Find a Job service. It's free, it's available to anyone who can use the internet 24/7. You can create and upload a CV, and you can receive email alerts of jobs. Now, I do understand that the labour market at the moment is particularly fragile. We do understand that as an organisation as well. Having said that, there are still jobs out there. Tesco's, Morrison's and supply chain organisations are still recruiting at quite a pace. So please still continue your efforts to look for work. Also, we offer PCs in job centres for those of you who may not have internet access at home. They are still free and available to use during our open hours. And going back to the Find a Job website that I've just mentioned, Job Centre Plus currently gets something like 35% of the market share of vacancies. So it's a really great free resource that you can use to find the latest vacancies that are in your area. So I've talked about Find a Job, but that isn't the only show in town. There are a plethora of online job search websites which you can use. And behind me you will see a list of those that are available. Of course it mentions Find a Job, but there are some key websites there which again are updated in real time and are free to use. As an organisation, we don't favour one website over another. Any of those websites behind me have equal value, and please, if you are serious about looking for work, all of those can really support you. And of course, let's not forget about social media. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn applications are really valuable tools to help you move forward and look for work. And again, if you need support using those and you are vulnerable, please talk to your work coach or your Careers Wales advisor. As I've already said, we understand that the labour market is fragile, but there are still jobs out there. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the benefits that you can potentially claim. A question that I'm often asked is, when do I claim? Well, My top tip to you is, as soon as you know that you're likely to be made redundant, start the ball rolling. There is no time like the present. Especially if you think you're affected by Covid-19, coronavirus, please don't hesitate. Speak to your employer in the first instance to talk about the job retention scheme that I mentioned earlier. But at the same time, use gov.uk to find out what you could potentially be entitled to. So today I'm going to talk to you about the three main benefits that are available to those of working age. That's your job seekers allowance, new style, your employment support allowance, new style, and last but certainly not least, universal credit. Now the last benefit I've just mentioned is paid based on an individual's or a family's circumstances. Every award can be different, so please do not compare your circumstances to that of your friend and neighbour, because everybody is different. So the next question I'm often asked is, how do I go about making a claim? Well, I'll start with universal credit. And we do encourage everybody, wherever possible, to make the claim for universal credit online. It's accessible via gov.uk. If you Google under that universal credit, you will find how to make the universal credit claim. And I just want to take stock of some recent announcements as far as universal credit is concerned. Just last Friday, the Prime Minister announced that universal credit, the personal allowance, has been increased by £20 per week for the next year. And linked to that as well, local housing allowances have been increased by 30 percentage points depending on the local market rent in each local authority. So the government are listening to people's concerns at this difficult time. So universal credit, please claim it online via the gov.uk website where at all possible. Now, ordinarily, we used to expect people to come in to the job centres to have a face-to-face appointment to confirm their ID. What we're trying to do now to make it as easy as possible for everybody is we're taking those claims online and trying to verify everybody's identities over the telephone using a series of questions to prevent unnecessary footfall into the job centres and, most importantly, to safeguard your health and well-being. We will, however, still be open for those of you who need that face-to-face support, or, as I've already said, for those vulnerable customers who need to see somebody face-to-face. So I'm going to go on to talk about employment support allowance, new style. The universal credit is a means-tested benefit, but employment support allowance, new style, is what we call a contributory benefit. So if you've worked over the last 2 to 3 years and paid your national insurance, and are suffering symptoms because of Covid-19 coronavirus, you can claim this benefit that I've just mentioned. It's simple. You phone 0800 328 5644, or you can download the form and come into the job centre with it. And a special easement at this point in time, traditionally with employment and support allowance, you're expected to get a fit note. We are introducing easements to make it easier during this period with coronavirus, to make it easier for you to claim if you are suffering those symptoms. So that mandatory requirement is being relaxed. And last but not least, job seekers allowance, new style. Again, this is a contributory benefit which quite simply you claim online via gov.uk, and just look for job seekers allowance online and that will take you to the claims procedure. And again, wherever possible, we will try and deal with that claim online and via our telephony routes. And my last top tip for you, because the benefit system is complex and we understand that. If you are in doubt about your entitlement, please go on to gov.uk and have a look at Entitled To, and that will certainly give you a really good indicative picture. So, traditionally, when you receive a state benefit, there are certain responsibilities that you have to do. For example, if you're fit for work and receiving universal credit, traditionally you would have had a claimant commitment, which effectively is a contract between you and your work coach. You sign up to say that you will do certain activities to move you closer to or into work. Now, as an organisation, we are going to take a common sense and compassionate approach to how we look at claimant commitments and what we expect you as an individual to do during this uncertain period. We will not be enforcing conditionality or setting people up to fail at this point in time. As I've already mentioned, we will take a caring and compassionate approach, and we will not be expecting everybody to do the 35-hour-a-week work search that traditionally one would have been expected to do on universal credit or job seekers allowance. We will be looking at it on a case-by-case basis, but please rest assured nobody will be adversely impacted or subject to a sanction at this point in time because of the unique set of circumstances being faced by Wales as a whole. And lastly, I've talked about people who are of working age, but if you're coming up to pension age, we don't want to forget about you. I just want to signpost you through to some support that might well help you. So if you're nearing pension age, please bear in mind gov.uk, where you can get a pension forecast. If you just put pension forecast into the search engine, you can get it there. You can get an instant pension forecast or a paper version if you prefer. And again, those of you who are very close to pension age, you can potentially receive pension credit. And again, if you go on to gov.uk, put in pension credit, and you will get all the information and advice that you need on your likely entitlement. And last but certainly not least, the excellent pension advisory service. To avail yourself of this service, just call 0300 123 1047.
Okay, so in summary, and for you to consider, think about your transferable skills. Those skills that you've acquired through your working life that could be easily transferred onto a new employer. Think about the areas of experience that you've got. Think about the job that you would like to do in the future and whether there is an opportunity to enter that particular industry. Think about the job market. How is it changing? How is all this affecting the areas around you? Think about what you've always wanted to do. Think about your hobbies, your interests. Think about changing a career, and all of that can be discussed with your advisor. To finish, you really don't have to do this alone. Careers Wales is there to support you. You matter to us. And stay positive. We will help you through this difficult time. I would like to thank you all very much for listening. And whilst we can't anticipate how things are going to evolve, we would like to reassure you that Careers Wales will be here to support you. Please contact us. You can do so either via our website, www.careerswales.com, or contact our helpline on 08000 284 844. You will then be put through to one of our contact operators who will discuss with you the best way of supporting you. It can be via the telephone, via Skype meeting, or via web chat. Thank you very much and good luck.